Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Student, this is a February, March 2025 and second variant, complete pure paper we are going to do. So all of you get ready. Question number 1. He's saying the question is the curve and the line, okay, they have given, and the set of values of k is target if they don't intersect. So how we can do this kind of question? So first of all, we have three situations, as you know: curve and line don't intersect, curve and line they touch, and curve and line they intersect. So you know that this is a situation b square minus 4ac less than 0. Here b square minus 4ac equals to 0. Here b square minus 4ac more than 0. But how we do it? Either put x is equals to x, okay, or put y is equals to y, and get equation, get ABC, and then apply for minus 4 AC. So let's start. So first of all, this and this equals to each other. So I get what here? Kx plus 13 is equals to 5 plus 3x minus 2x square. I bring all these values left side. I get 2x to power 2 plus kx already present, and negative 3x plus 13 minus 5 is equal to 0. Now I have only one x squared term, no problem. But the two x values, I will take x common out. I will get this kind of form. And the plus, it turns to be 8 is equals to 0. So as I said before, I need ABC values. So A value is 2, B value is k minus 3, and C value is 8. C value is 8. So we'll apply the formula number 1. So b square minus 4 AC less than 0. So I'm going to apply k minus 3 whole square 4 times to a into c and less than 0. Here I have open squaring identity. First term square, negative 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. So k will come in first two brackets, 3 will come next two brackets. And here 4 to the 8, 8s are 64. Okay, I have two choices. I can do expanding square, rearrange and factorize. A second option, I have the another one. Maybe that is better, you understand, and that is it if I don't expand it. So this inequalities, I will solve it. How to solve it? So k minus 3 whole square, this is a 64. If I take a root, but you know that whenever lesser comes, so we draw up this kind of rough bell shape, and this line make it. And so we have two answers. So this I'm doing it now here below. You can see. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so student, look at now. So temporarily, I took this equality as an equal sign, as an equal, and square root of both sides. I get k minus 3 is equal to plus and minus 8. And I got two answers. One answer is coming k minus 3 is equal to minus 3 is equals to negative 8. So I get answer number 1 is 8 plus 3, 11. Answer number 2, I get negative 5. And negative 5 will come left side, positive 11 will come right side. After this, what is the plan? As you know, this is a lesser. Okay, I just give you example. Whenever lesser concept comes, so for example, this bell shape, if this comes less than 0, the arrow will be inside. And if it is more than 0, like this, arrows will be outside. So I think there's a reason I will go inside, and the key answer turns to be less than 11 and more than negative 5. And this is our final answer. And I believe you got a point. The concept is very clear. Question number 2, we have students. He mentioned the equation of the curve. You can see here, and it crosses the x-axis at P. So it's obviously y is 0 and x is 1. Find out gradient at P. So do you know, it's already clear. So derivative dy over dx is also called gradient. So I will differentiate first of all. Can I differentiate directly? No way. We have to rearrange 2x square and negative 5 x will go up, become power negative sign, because when it goes up or down, so power sign changes. Now I'm differentiating, students. So what is differentiation? This 2 comes down, multiply power 1 less. This power will come down, and this positive 5 and power 1 less. And 3 becomes 0 because constant. So now before I plug in the numbers, I will rearrange them and bring this power 2 down. After this, students, I'm going to plug in. So at P, plug in x is equals to 1. So when I plug in 1, students, it will give us the gradient, and that is 4 times to 1 and plus 4 over 1 to power 2. It gives us the gradient is equals to 9. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, first part done. Second part, he is asking coordinates of M3SF. So M is what? The point of minima. And you know, when I draw a tangent at point of minima, the line is parallel to x-axis. It has a 0 gradient, or I can say it has a 0 derivative. So it means I will take this equation and I plug in it 0 here. So when I plug in it 0 here, so I can say 4x 0 is equals to 4x plus 5 over x to power 2. I'll bring this whole part here, or I can bring this on the other end, no problem at all. Minus 5 over x square equal to 4x. It multiplies there, minus 5 equal to 4x to power 3. 4 will divide, I'll get this. And now take cube root. When I take cube root, so it becomes, so I hope so clear up till. So cube root of negative 5 over 4 will give our answer of x. And that is obviously negative 1.08. And if I'm looking for the y, so I will go back and put this in this equation. So y is equals to 2 negative 1.08 to power 2 negative 5 over 1.08 negative and plus 3. And if we type this in calculator, so value is becoming with us as a 9.96 after rounding. So the answer is finally negative 1.08, and the y coordinate is 9.96. And I hope so the concept is clear. And the question number 2 is completely over. Question number 3, we have students, so find complete expansion. Make sure one thing, if power is 3, so we have 3 plus 1 many terms. So 4 terms we have total. Okay, if power is 30, so 31, it means we have terms. So always terms are 1 more than the power. It's 1 more than the power. Power is a 4, so we have 5 terms confirmed. How to find it? So find completely. So let's see how we can do it. 5C0, and we every time we write 2 brackets. 5C1, so we write 2 brackets, and 5C2, again we write 2 brackets. Okay, keep on writing. 5C3, then after that 5C4, and last term, as I said before, so 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, this is a 4. This is not 5, 4. So 4C0. Four C0. Then we go for 4C1. Then 4C2. 4C3. And lastly, 4C4. You need, what is the power of this one? So 4 minus 0 comes here, and 0 comes directly here. Then same way, 4 minus 1, 1, 4 minus 2, 2, 4 minus 3, 3, 4 minus 4, and 4. In each, the first term, I will write 2x. And second, I'll put negative 3 over 4. Make sure negative must be there, okay? So each first bracket, 2x. Each second bracket, negative 3 over x. So I think this is nothing hard. Okay, so just keep your attention. And if you will lose your attention, you will get mistake. Otherwise, nothing hard. Use your calculator. And 4C0 is 1. 2 to the power 4 is 16. X to the power 4 into 1. And 4C1 is 4 into 2 to the power 3 is 8 into x to the power 3 into negative 3 over x. So if we check it, next value we have coming here, 4C2. So 4, so it becomes, because 4 into 1 less, so we got a 6. So 6 into 2 to the power 2 is a 4, x to the power 2 into 9 over x to the power 2. So after that, 4C3 is a 4, 2 to the power 1 is 2, and x, and negative 27 over x to the power 3. 4C4 is 1, because make sure when upper number and lower number same, so answer is always 1. And 2 to the power 0, this is 4 minus 4 0, so this is also 1. And negative 3 to the power 4 is 81 over x to the power 4. Now students, just a matter of just writing. Okay, so finally 16 x to the power 4 negative 3, this 3 12, 96, we got 96, and out of 3 1 gone, so it means x to the power 2. And after that, if you check for the next, this is cancel out, so we get a Um, so we got from here independent of term, independent means no term is there. Okay, this 216. If you check this into that's 9, it becomes here 216. Done. And what about this? Out of x, x cube gone. I get x square but negative, and x square comes in denominator. And if you multiply these two values, so it is 56, 216 once again. And last number is what? And that is obviously is plus 81 over x to power 4. And he was asking us to find out the all terms all completely. Okay, so I hope so the concept is very clear. And what is asking finally down, if you look it down here below question, he is asking in the coefficient x to power 2, because this come from the top, check its top same, match with that. So all these terms I will copy here down. So I'm copying x to power 2 plus 5 as it is. Here in the bracket, I'm copying and bringing down like this. And I'm looking for x squared coefficient. So this multiply with this, I'll get a x squared term. So I get a 200. I'm just writing statement terms involving x to power 2. So I got a 216 x to power 2 here. So what about the 5? 5 multiply with this. Plus into minus minus. 5 6 are 30. 3 carry. And 5 another 45, 48. So we got it this answer as well. So no way otherwise we get it. So if you subtract them, you got a negative 264 x to power 2. So coefficient of x square finally is negative 264. I hope so. The concept of the whole question is very, very clear. Question number 4 we have. If you look question this carefully, we have mentioned 6 from here, 4 total 10. So 6 and 4 total 10. Okay. So best way to get this kind of questions. So you have to draw this separate, okay? And this is okay. There's a 10, there's a 10, and this angle is 0.8. So I have taken this OAB. So OAB, okay? And then I talk about a arc length, which is here CD. And then I can go for the O here. But this time, this is 0.8 once again, but the radius is 6. What is it asking for perimeter of shaded part? So planning, what is the perimeter of shaded part? So it is naturally arc length. Okay, let's start from AB, A to B. After that, B to D, and then D to C, and then C to A. So these all steps are required. So I'm writing here A to B, straight length, B to D, also straight length, D to C, arc length, and C to A, straight length. So A to B, how to get this AB? Students, we have two choices: draw a perpendicular as a midpoint and find it into 2, or apply cosine rule. So because two sides and middle angle, we know cosine rule. So we can get AB easily. And arc length is not a hard job, r theta, multiply them. So let's, how to get arc theta? This is r theta, S is equals to r theta. Radius and theta is given. So let's go for AB. So how we can get AB? So we'll use cosine rule formula. And what's the cosine rule? AB to power 2 is equals to 10 to power 2 plus 10 to power 2, negative 2 into 10 into 10 into cos of the angle between them. And if I take a root of this, and eliminate this power, So it will give us the AB straight, okay? And that if we check it in a calculator, so it is giving us straight length is giving us 7 point, yeah, 6 4 is 4.8 is coming 4.8. No, it's coming 7.778. 7.77778. So I'm writing it's longer. So I got AB length. So now students, we have to go for the final answer. Perimeter is what? 7.788 plus BD straight is a 4 and is also 4. So in the middle arc length. So for arc length is what? So S is equals to R theta. So 6 times 2, 4.8 is 4.8. 6 times to 0.8 is equal to 4.8. So I'm writing here 4.8 and plus 4. And if you check a final answer, so we get a final answer is a perimeter is a 20.6 centimeters. So we got a clear perimeter is done. How to get an area part? Area part is full area of the triangle is here, and this white portion is here. And if we subtract them, we get our answer. So area of the triangle minus area of sector. And whenever two sides given and middle angle, formula is very clear, half into A into B into sine theta. And what sector? Half R square theta. So I'm going to writing final answer. So area. So as per shaded. So sector or triangle half into, let me write a formula first. Half AB sine theta. What is the area of the sector formula? R square theta. So first of all, I'm writing 10 into sine of the 0.8 in the middle. And what is the other one? Half into 6 to powers 2 into 0.8. Because let me check. Yeah, 6 and 10, 0.8. So if I check in calculator, the final answer, which is coming with us is 21.5 after rounding, 21.5. So it's units or centimeters square. So I hope so. The concept of this question is also clear to you. Question number 5, we have the arithmetic progression. First term is 5. Common difference is 6. So first term is 5 and common difference is 6. Find this for this progression. Find the sum of the all terms between 150 and 1 and 40. So I will use this formula. Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 d. So this formula I will use 2 times. Okay. So I will plug in because he's saying here between 150. So the 150 I'll copy here and 400 I'll copy here. So one put 150 here, and first term is 5. Term I don't know. This is 6. So first of all, this goes there. I get 150 minus 5 and divided by 6. So I will get an n minus 1. And if I add 1 there, I will get in decimals, the n value I'm getting against 150 is 66 point, sorry, 25.1. So 25.1. 25.1. And when I plug in 400 here, first term is A, 5, and no difference is 6. So 400 minus 5 over 6, n minus 1. And after calculating the n value, after becoming 1 here, it turns to be 66.8. But you know, students, this is not okay because just for your testing, I can show you this. If I plug in 20, there are two possibilities, because 25.1 and 26. So 25 and 26, I test both numbers. So when I test both numbers one by one, so look at now, 25th number and 26th numbers. So here A is 5, n minus 1 into d, this is 6. If I check this in calculator, it is giving me, let me check, 24, 6 for 24, 2 carry 12, 144 plus 149. So 149. But thing is, this is 150. So if I check with 26, so 5 plus 5 plus, this is a 5 actually, 5 plus 26 minus 1 into 6. I got a 149. If I 6 add 155. So this is required. So it means 25 term is not acceptable. This is, so I got from here uh, 26. Oh, now students, let's go for the next plan. In the same manner, I will check for 66.8. I'll check 66 term and 65 and 66 and 67. So what the answer come here? So 66 minus 1 into 6. What answer? And 67. So I get a plus n minus 1 into d. So if I check it, the first number in my calculator, so it becomes with me 5 plus 66 into 6. I got a 401. I got a 401. Okay. And when I check the other one, so this is a 66 401 comes here. So sorry. Okay. And if I check with the 65, I get a 305, 305, 395, sorry. Okay. So, okay, 395. So 395, we got, so it means this is not acceptable. So this is acceptable. Okay. So it means n is coming from here, 66. The reason is very clear, because this is crossing the boundary, and this is inside the boundary. Sorry, it is inside the boundary. So that is why I will take this only. Okay. So now students, what is important part left only. So this is my first term, because I have to start from 26th term, and I don't know. So what is A for the next plan? 155, and difference is remain 6, and I don't know how much gap between these two terms. Okay, how many terms? So for that reason, I will go for the formula Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 times to d. So you can see from here, the last number which I'm looking for is 395 comes here. 395. A is 155. N I don't know, and difference is 6. So if I check this one in calculator, so let me check. Uh, so 395 minus 155, I got 240. So I got a 40. So n value become 41. It means starting from 155, add 6. I got a 161, add 6, 167, and last is 395. And there are 41 terms are there, because 395 is ending. I hope so. The point is clear. So now find sum. What is sum formula? Sum formula is n divided by 2 times to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So I replace all values and difference is 6. So if I check in calculator, so this answers turn to be 275. 275. Yes, 275. So this is my final answer. I hope so. The concept is clear of the whole question. And let's go for next question. Question number 6, students, we have. As you circle is you can see in diagram, it mentioned the x, the least distance between C circle and X axis 8 units. Okay, so it means that if I show you this distance is 8, and least distance between C and the point Y axis is a 5. So there's a 5. There's a 5. Okay. Now this is a radius, so this is a radius. This is a radius. So if I drag this part below, so this becomes the same. So if it means this becomes, and center of circle become R plus 5 and R plus 8. So our center of circle R plus 5 and R plus 8. I hope so. This part is very clear. So if I make it this kind of triangle, so you may understand better. This is the 90 degree. This R plus 5, this R plus 8. He's saying distance between the origin and the circle is 15. So this is 15 from here till here. So find out R value. So I'm going to use Pythagoras theorem. This is in front of 5, this is a hypotenuse. So I can say R plus 5 whole square plus R plus 8 whole square equals to 15 to power 2. And I will use it, Pythagoras theorem, R to power 2, 2 times 2R into 5 plus 5 to power 2, R to power 2 plus 2 times 2R into 8 and plus 8 to power 2 equal to 15. So I hope so up till here clear. R to power 2, 10R and plus 25 R square plus 16R plus 64 minus 15. Okay, then I got a 2R square and I got a 26R and 64 and 25. If I add, I get 89. 15 gone. I got a 4 and I got a 74. Okay. So I hope so up till here the point is very, very clear. And 74 less, because bigger 74 is equal to 0. So divide by 2, I got R squared 13R, 2 3s are 6, and 2 7s are 14. Okay, so 37, and I think 2 3s are 6, 2 7s are 2 3s are 6, and 2 7s are 14. Okay, so here's for subtraction. So this is a square, this square, so this become 2 to 5, and this is 89. When you subtract, you got 136. So 136. Okay, and this negative 136 actually 136, and divide by 2 got a 68. 60, and now we can do it for 17 4 times, and positive and negative. So we got a 17R positive and negative 4R. I hope so point is clear. R is common, R plus 17, negative 4 common, R plus 17. So I got R plus 17 and R minus 4 is equals to 0. I got two answers. Negative 17 is not possible. 4 answer. Go for last So part C, students, we have a point on a circle farthest from the origin is denoted as the P. Find the gradient of the other point P. So what's the farthest point? So if you go straight and here, this is the farthest point P. And this is tangent he talked about. If you check it here, this tangent and make 90 degree. So this gradient I'm looking for. So first of all, I will find out gradient of OP line. I mean this line. And then I will get this tangent gradient automatically. So this is a planning. So what is a P coordinate? Okay, P, for your knowledge, if I take, let's say this is a C for center, or I take Q as a center. So OQ gradient or OP gradient, they are same. So what is the Q coordinate? If I plug in 4 here and 4 here, so 4 plus 5 give us 9. And 4 plus 8 give you 12. So Q coordinate. So I'm going to find it now. Gradient of the OQ. So what is gradient of OQ? So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is called 3 4s are 3 3s are gradient of OQ. Or OQ or OP same. So gradient of the OP also same. And what I'm looking for the gradient of tangent. So negative reciprocal. 3 will go up, 4 will come down, and sign changes. So negative 3 over 4. And that's it. And I hope so. The concept is very clear. And just take it down. And this is my final answer. Okay. So the concept is completely clear. And he was asking to find out the tangent gradient. And we have done the question complete. Question number 7, we have students. I will take left hand side and go to right hand side, or both options available. So what is the tan value sine square over cos square? And this 5 sine square stay as it is. So what is common from them? So sine square is a common. I got a 3 over cos square plus 5. 3 over 2 plus 4. If 2 LCM, so this 2 same. So upper number 3 will copy. Plus 2 will multiply and we'll get it here 8. Same story here. I will write sine square outside. Inside LCM is cos square theta because it's same. So upper 3 same, and this multiplies with a 5. So 5 cos square theta. I need complete question in sine. So what is a cos square value? So all of you know it, 1 minus sine square theta. This I'm going to plug in here. Now I'm writing sine square theta. In the big bracket, 3 plus 5, 1 minus sine square theta. And in denominator, we are getting cos square as it is. Open the bracket inside the bracket in the big bracket. So 3 plus 5 will multiply inside. So I got a 5 ones of 5 and 5 sine square theta. And over, if you look at carefully, I need a sine square. So not in the numerator, even denominator, I can replace by this one. Now, student, what to do? This 3 plus 5 give us 8. And sine square multiply. So 8 sine square theta and sine square into sine square will give us sine 4. So I hope so. The point is very clear. And we have done, let me check. Yes, right hand side is achieved. So let's go for next question, next part. Is it same or not same? Is it totally same? So I mean to say this is same. So let me check the numbers. 3 and 5 match. Yeah, 3 and 5 match. So what I will do, because this equal to that, I mean this equal to this. So this I'm going to replace in the place of it in the next question. So this I'm copying from here and I'm pasting here. Done. And equals to what? Which is 9 given here. Cross multiply 8 sine square theta 5 sine 4 theta equals to 9 minus 9 square theta. I bring all values left side or right side, no problem. So 5 sine 4 theta, it goes there. So 9 and 8, 17 sine square theta. Okay. And plus 9 already. So I think, okay. Now, students, I can say here, let sine square theta is equals to any variable I can assume. So I can assume here k, okay? So sine square theta is equals to k. So this becomes 5k, 2 power 2 minus 17k and plus 9 is equals to 0. So 9 5s are 45. And I think so maybe it is not possible to get a factors. So then what is our solution, students? We will go for quadratic formula. And the minimum formula you have to show is here. Negative b plus and minus b squared and minus 4ac over 2a over 2a. Okay. Now when I apply this formula, students, okay, so we got two answers. So one answer I'm getting here, if we check in calculator, so we get a two values of k. Okay, let me type in calculator and check it. So student, we got a 2k values. And whenever they put back it here, so I get a sine squared theta is equals to 2.744 and sine squared theta is equal to 0.656. Naturally, this will not given, this is not possible. Reason, if I take a root, so root of 2 is something, 1 point something. So the value of sine must be stay in the boundary of 1 and minus 1. So this, no solution. Whereas here, when I take a sine theta, I got a two answers. And let me check in calculator. So I'm getting here root of 0.656. Wait a minute, 0.656. And I'm getting two answers, plus and minus. I repeat, plus and minus 0.8099. Now, students, I'm going for two ways, one here and one here. So sine theta is equal to 0.8099 and sine theta is equals to negative 0.8099. And sine positive in two sections, here and here, and sine negative is two sections, here and here. This out of range, these three in range. Logic on the top mentioned 37270. It means our answer must be here, here, and here. And last quadrant, not possible. I hope so the point is very clear. So when I take a sine inverse of a point 0.8099, I get a 54. I get a 54. So 0.8099. I got a 54.1 degree. So 54.1 degree here, 54.1 degree here, 54.1 degree here. So we have three answers, and this is okay. So theta is equal to 54.1 degree. And what is from here till here? Let's see the second one. So 180 minus that. So 180 minus answer. We got 125.9 degree and 180 plus. So 180 plus 54.1. And we got a 234.1. So if we look at it carefully, we got a three answers. I hope so. The point is very clear. And this question is also clear. Question number 8, we have students. Geometrical progression such that second term is negative 120. So T2 and sum infinity is 160. Okay, what is the formula for geometrical progression of the term formula is very clear. I place every n by 2 because 2 is mentioned. So I got T2 is equals to A r to power 2 minus 1. This replaced by negative 120 AR. And sum infinity formula is obviously, it's clear, A over 1 minus R. I'm copying it here. It's 160 A over 1 minus R. So if these values, if this cross multiply, so what happens? A value becomes 160 times to 1 minus R. This value I'm going to replace here. So put A value. So when I replace A value, students, what happens then? Negative 120 is equals to 160 times to 1 minus R outside R available. This 160 can go down or 0 cancel. Okay. So 4 threes are and 4 fours are. So now this multiply inside, R multiply inside. I got a 4R. Same 4 multiply here, R multiplies here. 4R to power 2. So I bring 4R square, negative 4R, and negative 3 is equals to 0. So I think so this part is very clear. Now, student, I'm going to apply the formula or factorization. So I'm doing it here. 4 3s are 12, 6 2 are 12. So 2R common, 2R minus 3, plus 1 common, 2R minus 3. So 2R minus 3 and 2R plus 1. I got two answers, 3 over 2 and negative half. Now you're surprised to know this I'm going to, wait a minute, yeah, ignore. Why I'm ignoring this and why I take this R value? Because you can see this. Now, what is the first term? If we want to find it, that will help you understand. If I plug in this R value in this, so what is the first term I get from here? So negative 1, 2 is equals to, which I can do it down even, no issue at all. So negative 120 is equal to A times 2, negative half. So it multiplies there, and I got a 240. So you can see from here, so from 240, if I need to make it this term, so naturally, if I multiply with this number, I cannot get negative second term. But if I multiply with this, I must get negative. I hope so you got my point. So that is why this is not possible. This is only possible way. I hope so the point is very clear. And now he's saying the first 9 terms of the progressions are now removed. So from find sum of infinity of the remaining sequences. So sum infinity, you know, at 160. So we have to remove it. How to remove it? So let's try to find first 9 terms. Formula is A because infinity. So infinity R is confirmed less than 1. And and we use the formula 1 minus R to power n over 1 minus R. I need 9 terms. So I got a 240. I'm taking negative half and power 9 over 1 minus negative half. And when I check in calculator, what I get from here, so students, it is giving us, to me, let me check 1 minute, please. If I check it in my calculator, which I'm going to correct or check, what is the value I get it? 240 times 2, 1 minus negative 1 over 2, and the power is 9. And in denominator, I have a 3 divided by 2. I get it value um, 160.3125. Okay, whereas, okay, he asked, so what is a technique we're going to find? So remaining terms, remaining terms, or we can get it. So remaining terms sum, okay, we can find it by S infinity minus S9. S infinity is 160, and there's a 160.3125. So if I subtract, I get a negative 0.3125. And if I check it in fraction form, it gives me, after it is giving me 5 or 16, negative 5 or 16. So both are correct answers in decimal form or fraction form. I hope so. The concept of question is completely clear. Question number 9. What question number 9 we have? We given second derivative. It is given a stationary point is this point. And what this sense creates from here, it means derivative is equals to 0, and x value is half, and y value is 9. So these 3 important data we get from here. Use expression for second derivative to determine whether stationary point maximum or minimum, and how we can do it. So I will plug in second derivative, and second derivative, each x value replace by x. What does x value have? So I'm going to replace half here and half here. I hope so. The point is very clear. So when I replace half here and half here, let me check in calculator. Okay, so 6 over 1 divided by 1 divided by 2 over 16 and negative. So 5 over 1 divided by 8, and I get it 56. So I hope so. You got a point, and I get a 56 from here. 56, which is a positive, and positive means is a point of minima. I hope so. The point is very, very clear. So this is a 5 actually. Okay, 56. Find equation of curve. How to find equation of curve, students? You know, basic rule. If I differentiate y, I'll get dy over dx. This is basically curve equation. So when I differentiate again, I get second dy over dx. So differentiation and differentiation. But if you want to go back, integration. Again, go back, integration. So it means I am on this level. I have to reach on this level. So I have to do 2-time integration. So second derivative d2y over dx2, 6x to power negative 4, and 5x to power negative 3. So when I integrate both sides, I get automatically the second derivative becomes the first derivative. So here I'm getting first derivative. Here's sign of integral, and I'm going to find integration, increase the power. When I increase 1, I get what? Negative 3. So negative 3 by negative 3. Same story here, negative 2 by negative 2 and plus c. So I hope so this is clear. Don't forget the data given on the top. This is very important data which we'll use here. And I'm pasting here. Okay. So before I put there, I have to simplify maximum. So this cancel negative 2 over x to power 3, negative negative positive 5 over 2x to power 2 plus c. Now I plug in derivative 0. Each x replaced by half half. Here 0, here 0, negative 2 over half to power 3 plus 5 over 2 half to power 2 plus c. So we check it now. What happens after this? When I plug in, here I got it 8, 8 was 16. In here I got a this 2 cancel and 2 5s are 10. So finally, I'm getting here c value is becoming positive 6. So I hope so clear. And don't leave it here, plug in back in equation. So I'm copying this whole equation. Better to copy this format. And I'm putting it there and replace the c with a 6. I think you understood. I have reached here. Again, I have to do integration. So I'm repeating my words, integrating. So when I integrate dy or dx, I will get y directly. So y is equals to, I'm going to integrate. 2 will not go up. Make sure only x will go up. And dx is compulsory. And what is integration criteria? Increase of power, divide by same, increase of power, and 2 already present and minus 1 come from there. I think understanding. And 6 becomes 6x and c1 I'm writing. That is c to the c1. Simplifies maximum. So this I'm getting cancelled. I'm getting 1 over x to power 2, negative 5 over 2x. Okay, and then I can say and plus 6x and plus c1. Now I have to plug in the other pair, that is x half and y that. So when I plug in this value here, students, so let's see what happens then. Okay, so when I plug in there, so what I get, students, so have y value is 9, and here I got a 1 over half to power 2, 5 over 2 times 2 half, and plus 6 times 2 half, and plus c1. So finally, I get what here? 9 is equals to 4, negative 5 plus 3 plus c1. So 7, 9 is equals to 7 out of 7, 5 gone, 2 left. And so finally, I got 9, c value is becoming 7. So that's 7, I got it. I plug in back in equation here. So what is it? I get a final answer. Y is equals to 1 over x squared minus 5 over 2 x plus 6x and plus 7. And this is equation of the curve, finally, which we are trying to find. I hope so the concept of the question is completely over. So let's go for the next question, number 10. Question number 10, what the amount of question? If you look at here, the curve equation is given here. There's a curve equation. Okay, and he mentioned that x values starting from 0 till 7. So p coordinate tangent to curve at 7, 0. So p coordinate I'm writing here. So x7, y0. The tangent to curve at p. Okay, so tangent to curve at p. Okay, tangent to, it means p is not that point. P is this point. You can see here, p is this point. Tangent to curve at p 70, it means p is on x-axis here. Okay, meet y-axis at q So fine, okay. So tangent to curve at a point B, 7, 0, we have this one. Region A bounded by the curve, you can see this one only. And B bounded by the curve and the segment PQ. So this is a B part. So what is asking region A? Common sense, this region, if you're looking for only curve equation will help. Line has a no participation. Okay. So how to get it? So integrate. So how to get area? So area, we can say basic formula of the area is what? X1, X2, Y, dx. Okay. So we are going to do 0, 7 because 0 and this 7. And whole equation I'm copying here. 3x plus 4 to power half and negative 2x and minus 6 dx. Okay, increase the power 4 as it is. Increase the power by half. I got a 3 by 2 and 3 by 2 down. And don't forget the base derivative. Like 3x derivative is 3 and 4 has 0. So 3 plus 0 is 3. I think all of understanding how I got it. Increase the power by 1 and divide by same. 6 becomes 6x and plus c. This is done. So what about this is 9 over 2. And basically rule is 4 over 9 over 2. This 2 will go up. So 8 over 9. So this turns to be 8 over 9. Okay. So 8 over 9. So here I'm writing 8 over 9 and 3x plus 4 to power 3 over 2. 2 cancel out. And I got this one. But because I have the limits, I will not plug in C. I will not I will not take C value, and I will take the immediately the bracket in 0 to 7. Same here, bracket in 0 to 7. And I'm going to plug in the numbers. So students, first of all, when I plug in 7 here, 7 threes are 21, 21 plus 4, 25. 25 to power 3 by 2, giving us 1 to 5. 8 over 9 into 1 to 5 minus 49 minus 42. Upper limit done. This is called upper limit. Now negative. Now I'm plugging 0 here. When I plug in 0 here, 4 to power 3 by 2 is what? So 4 to power 3 divided by 2 is 8, basically 8. But outside 8 over 9 into 8. Plug in 0, 0, both gone. And we have this done. And now I'm going to finalize my answer. So 8 times 2, 125 divided by 9 and negative 49, negative 42. Okay. And after that, negative 64 divided by 9. So I get finally, if I type all together, and I got a 13. So finally, I got a 13 unit square area. So I hope so. Area, A area. Okay, we got a 13 unit square. So this area I'm getting here is 13. Okay, 13 units square. Now, part number next is what? Is asking the area, the B. How to get B area? Common sense, the area of the full triangle minus A area. Now, but the thing is, you need to find out area of triangle. We need this equation of the tangent because he mentioned here tangent to curve at a point 70. And how we can do it? How we can do it? This equation of the curve. Wait a minute. I'm copying from here and I'm pasting here. Okay. And let's start. So this is y. So let's start derivative. And how to get derivative, students? So first of all, I will find derivative. So 4 into half. So I hope so clear. Half comes down. And from power 1 less. From power 1 less. Negative half. Don't forget the base there. This is 3 and this is a 4. So I hope so point is clear. So I got a 3 plus 0 is a very clear. And negative 2x become 2. And now what I can say, this 2 cancel and the 3 2s are 6. I got 6 over root of 3x plus 4 negative 2. I got derivative. I believe the point is very clear. Now, students, I'm going to plug in because the point is given here 70. So P70 at P70, I will plug in the gradient of tangent. When 7 3s are 21, 20 plus 25, 25 roots of 5, 605 minus 2, and I got a 10, 2 5s are 10, and negative 4 upon 5. This is a gradient of the tangent. So I got it, and negative 4 upon 5. Okay, now, basically I got a gradient and I can find equation of tangent. So not a hard job. So let's find equation of tangent. So equation of tangent. How to find tangent at P? So formula y minus y1 is equals to m times 2x minus x1. And y1 is 0, x1 is a 7, and gradient is this. So I think easy. So y minus 0 and negative 4 upon 5 and x minus 7. So finally I got what? Negative 4 upon 5 and negative 4 upon 5 times 2x and plus 7 4 the 28 over 5. This equation I got it. After this one, what is my plan? How to get this q coordinate? So basically this is called base and this is called height. Okay, so I got a triangle. So how do I plug in here? I will plug in here, put x0. When I plug in x0, I got this 0 plus 28 over 5. So it means the q coordinate become 28, 0, 28 over 5. So I got this kind of triangle, students. This height is 28 over 5, and this is a 7. How to get area of triangle? So area of the triangle, half into base into height. And I got what here? If I check it, I get 196 by 10. So, but I need area of the B area. How to get it? So 196 triangle area minus 13. And when I subtract, I get it here. This 10 multiplies there. And finally, I got a simplified form 33 over 5 units square. I hope so. The concept is very clear. And let's go for next question. Next question is given us two curves, one this and one this. All right. And see for both are positive constant. Keep in mind these things sometimes very, very important to decide the question. And given this connection is given by him. So, and this second connection, give this one, show this one. But first of all, what is the technique to do it? So, do you know, students, when I bring this is G inverse of 3k plus 1 is equals to C given. When I bring this G inverse on other end, so it tends to be 3k plus 1 equals to G of C. And G of C means replace every x by C. And if I ask you what is G of C, so this 2C plus K, 2C plus K. So this value I'm going to replace here. So this 3K plus 1 equals to 2C plus K. So I got it this other side. So you got a 2K is equal to 2C minus 1. So I got this connection. I'm leaving it here. And now let's talk about this one. What is planning? G f of x means put f function in G. So I'm going to do first of all, I'm copying G function. G function I'm copying, which is a 2x plus k. Both sides empty spaces. Okay. So here I'm putting what student? Here I'm putting function of f name. So name function will come here, its value will come here. So I'm writing f of x and 4x to power 2 minus c. Now, student, this value is basically equal to this one. So I'm getting here. So I have to show, sorry, I have to show it. You can't use it. So 2 4s are 8, x to power 2, and negative 2c, and plus k. But basically, I have to get rid of c, which I get from here. So, yeah, I don't need a c. So I don't say equation. Okay, I leave it even, no problem. How to get c value? C value is turned to be this one goes there and 2 divides. I'm getting 2k plus 1 over 2. This C value I'm going to replace here. So when I replace, or I can say, rather than doing this one, I have easy way. What is easy way? Is the 2C same or not same? Yes, same. So K goes there. So I got a 2K. This is a 2C value is 2K plus 1. So I'm replacing here 2K plus 1 in the place of C. So just simplify it and get the answer. And finally, I got A to power 2 minus K and minus 1. So G f of X. Proved. I hope so. The concept is very, very clear. And let's go for next question, next part. And the curve, this equation is transformed. This is transformed to this curve. So it means um, this y is shifting with the equation this by first of all translation. So let's try and then stretch, then reflection. Find a new expression of h of x. So let's start. Step number one. What is the basic way, student, to do it? Whenever, if, for example, what is this one, 2, 3? So this particle, this object is moving 2 right side and 3 upwards. So this x motion and this y motion. What is the basic way to do it? How many x's students we have? We put a power 2 and x negative. This is a fix. This is a fix, it will never be. And here I will put the x value, which is positive 2. And and outside value remains same, but this 3 I'm adding outside. Reason because if add, so add, if minus, so minus. So x value in the bracket and this y value outside the bracket is a very clear and is a fixed criteria. You know it very well. So let me finalize it. I got 8 times 2 x minus 2 whole square and negative k and positive 2. This is a translation is done. Translation is done, or I can now expand the bracket even, okay? Or let me think, yeah, what is next stretch? Y. Do you know students stretch Y? Y-axis stretching is actually, what's Y stretch? Okay, let me tell you. Stretch. So multiply the whole equation outside. Okay. Like if 2 times, so 2 multiply, or 3 times 3 multiply. But when x-axis stretch comes, so we replace inside by the reciprocal. For example, if I'm doing 2 times scale factor, this scale factor 2, so stretch factor, sorry. And this is stretch factor 2 comes, let's say, so make a reciprocal half x, I will replace every equation. So let's talk about the stretch y-axis. So factor k, I will multiply throughout the k vector. So look, k multiplying, as I said before, whole equation will stay inside. And all right, so I can write it like this, negative k plus 2. So now after this, what to do? What to do afterwards? I can expand the bracket, but he said first the reflection x-axis. So when I reflect x-axis, let's say this curve will here. Do you know every y value, whatever, is turning to be the others, the sign changes. So short story, when reflect x-axis, so multiply whole equation by negative 1. So multiply whole equation with negative 1. So negative k, and I've got this one, x minus 2 whole square, negative k plus 2. If you leave it here because it did not say simplest form, so you can leave it, get a full marks. But if you write it, no problem. And how to do it? Maybe next part we have to use it. So negative, I'm multiplying, so 8k times 2x minus 2 whole square, negative, negative, positive k to power 2, and negative 2k. And this is the simplest form, okay? And yeah, this is okay. And range. Next part. Next part, what story we have? He answered it. Before I move on next part, the range. So do you know, student, if I have a completing square, I just example 2 times 2x minus 5 whole square plus 10. So when I put this equal to 0, I get a 5, and this is called y value. So it means this plus, so point of minima, and there's a point of minima due to the x squared positive. And how to get this? This comes from here, x value, and y comes from outside. So outside y value. But this current situation, this is a negative. So we have a this kind of curve we have because negative x squared, this point. How to get this point? So if I plug in this equal to 0, I got x is equal to 2. So x becomes 2. Let me drag slightly down. Okay. So x big value become 2. But what is a y coordinate? What's the y coordinate? Completely, this is called y coordinate. So k to power 2 negative 2k. This is called range. This is called range. For example, what's the range here? More than 10. So y value starting, this is more than 10 equal to 10 range. And what is the range here? So range is k square, negative 2k, and I can say here range is less than that. Okay. So what I can say, because he said range is less than 15. So this is a less than equals to 15. Okay. So now we got this one, 2k and minus 15 and less than equal to 0. So 15, 5 3 the 15. 5 3 the 15. Okay. I got a k common out, and I got a k minus 5 and 3 common out. I got a k minus 5. I'm getting here two possibilities, k minus 5 and k plus 3. Students, we have a situation, this kind of curve, whenever we write answer. So this is negative 3 comes left side and 5 comes right side. But as we know, there's a positive constant he mentioned on top. They are positive. C and K both are positive. So negative, we can't take it. So this ignore. We got this value. So equal means this number. So K value, finally, I got a 5. Because 5 or less than, but because we looking for the highest number, so that is why we got a K value 5. But we are asking for not K only, C as well. So this equation will help us to get the answer, which I have here, equation number 1. So I copy from here and I bring it down. And when I bring it down, so I paste here, and so Q2, 5s are 10. So 10 plus 1, 2C. So C value is is coming with us is 11 over 2. So I hope so. The point is very clear, and we got both values, K value and C value. So this was the last question. I hope so you got a point, and best of luck for your exam. And I pray for you, and do one thing. Best way with a question, you have a difficulty, reattempt the question after watching this video. And best of luck your exam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.